New Rolls-Royce Cullinan Series II, 2026. Ultra-luxury SUV. Ladies and gentlemen, automotive enthusiasts, dreamers of luxury, and admirers of engineering excellence. Today we are not just talking about an SUV. We are talking about a statement. A presence. A rolling sanctuary of wealth, craftsmanship, and silence. We are talking about the 2026 Rolls-Royce Cullinan Series II, arguably the most luxurious SUV ever created by humanity. This is not a vehicle designed to compete. It is a vehicle designed to exist above competition. The philosophy of the Cullinan Series II. To understand the Cullinan Series II, you must first understand what Rolls-Royce represents. Rolls-Royce has never been about speed alone. It has never been about sportiness, lap times, or aggressive design language. Instead, it has always pursued a single, uncompromising mission: to deliver the most effortless, quiet, and luxurious travel experience possible. The Cullinan, named after the largest diamond ever discovered, is the brand's interpretation of an SUV. And the Series II update refines that idea further, without changing its soul. According to automotive reviews, the Cullinan Series II continues to focus on supreme comfort, near-silent cabin isolation, and bespoke craftsmanship while adding subtle modern enhancements to design and technology. This is not reinvention. This is refinement. Exterior design. Commanding presence without aggression. When you first see the Cullinan Series II, it does not try to scream for attention. It does not need to. It commands attention by simply existing. The front fascia has been subtly updated. The iconic Pantheon grille remains the centerpiece, now enhanced with illumination, giving it a jewel-like glow at night. Slimmer LED headlights integrate more cleanly into the bodywork, giving the SUV a more modern and slightly sharper expression. The design language remains unmistakably Rolls-Royce. A tall, upright stance. A long, elegant bonnet. A floating roofline illusion. And a body that looks carved from a single block of luxury. The Series II updates include refreshed lighting signatures, revised bumpers, and new wheel designs up to 23 inches. But what truly defines the Cullinan is not change, it is continuity. Even in its updated form, it still looks like a luxury yacht translated into automotive form. It still carries that rolling estate aesthetic that separates it from every other SUV on the road. Whether parked outside a hotel in Dubai, London, or Manama, it does not blend in. It dominates. Engineering philosophy, built for effortless motion. Under the hood, the Cullinan Series II continues to use Rolls-Royce's legendary 6.75-litre twin-turbocharged V12 engine. This engine is not about aggression. It is about effortless torque delivery. It produces roughly 563 to 592 horsepower depending on configuration, paired with immense torque that allows the vehicle to move its nearly 3-ton weight with absolute ease. But raw numbers do not define this car. What defines it is how it delivers that power. The acceleration is smooth, uninterrupted, and silent. Even when pushing toward highway speeds, the cabin remains almost completely isolated from mechanical noise. 0 to 60 miles per hour comes in roughly 4.5 to 4.9 seconds, which is remarkable for a vehicle of this size. But again, this is not about speed. This is about wafting. Rolls-Royce engineers even describe the driving sensation as magic carpet ride behavior, where the suspension actively reads the road ahead and adjusts in real time to eliminate imperfections. You do not drive the Cullinan aggressively. You glide through space. Interior, a private luxury lounge on wheels. Step inside the Cullinan Series II, and the world outside disappears instantly. The cabin is engineered not just as a space, but as a sanctuary. Every surface you touch is handcrafted. Every material is chosen not only for quality but for emotional impact. The updated Series II interior introduces a redesigned dashboard with a modern glass panel interface and refined digital architecture, blending technology with tradition. But screens are not the highlight here. The highlight is craftsmanship. Sparkle's key interior features. Hand-stitched premium leather surfaces. Optional bamboo fiber textile upholstery. Duality twill. Illuminated dashboard fascia. Rear lounge seating with full recline. Deep lambswool floor carpets. Starlight headliner with customizable constellations. The rear seats deserve special mention. Because in the Cullinan, the rear is not an afterthought. It is the main event. Passengers in the rear are treated like royalty. Seats. Recline fully, legroom is vast, and climate, massage, and entertainment systems are individually controlled. This is not transportation. This is private aviation comfort, without wings. Silence, the true definition of luxury. One of the most astonishing aspects of the Cullinan Series II is not what you hear. It is what you do not hear. At highway speeds, the cabin is engineered to be whisper quiet. Rolls-Royce uses extensive sound insulation, double-layer glazing, and vibration damping materials to eliminate nearly all external noise. Even tire noise is minimized through foam-filled tires designed specifically for luxury isolation. Inside, the experience is almost surreal. You can speak in a normal voice at 120 km per hour and still feel like you are in a private office. This silence is not accidental. It is engineered perfection. Driving experience, effortless, not emotional. Let's be clear, the Cullinan Series II is not a driver's SUV in the traditional sense. It does not want to thrill you. It wants to relax you. The steering is light, the suspension is predictive, and the drivetrain is tuned for smoothness rather than excitement. Even though it has all-wheel drive and can technically handle rough terrain, most owners will never leave paved roads. And that is perfectly fine. Because the Cullinan is not built for adventure. It is built for arrival. Personalization. No two Cullinans are the same. One of the most defining aspects of Rolls-Royce ownership is bespoke customization. The Series II takes this even further. Buyers can choose custom paint finishes, virtually unlimited colors, unique interior themes, personalized embroidery, individual wood veneers sourced globally, illuminated seat patterns, even custom-designed artwork inside the cabin. In many cases, no two Cullinan Series II vehicles are identical. Each one is a reflection of its owner's identity, taste, and imagination. This is not mass production. This is artisan manufacturing. Market position, the king of ultra-luxury SUVs. The Cullinan Series II sits at the very top of the luxury SUV pyramid. It competes with vehicles like the Bentley Bentayga, Range Rover SV, and Mercedes-Maybach GLS, but in reality, it exists in a different category altogether. Because while others compete on performance or technology, the Cullinan competes on exclusivity, craftsmanship, emotional prestige, and brand legacy. It is often described as the most expensive SUV in the world, with prices easily exceeding several $100,000 depending on customization. And yet, demand remains strong. Because this is not a rational purchase. It is an emotional one. Criticism. Is it perfect? No vehicle is perfect, and the Cullinan Series II is no exception. Critics often point out extremely high price, heavy fuel consumption, lack of sporty driving engagement, conservative design evolution. But these are not flaws in the traditional sense. They are design choices. Because the Cullinan is not trying to be efficient. It is not trying to be sporty. It is trying to be the most comfortable SUV ever built. And in that mission, it succeeds completely. More than a car, a statement. So what is the 2026 Rolls-Royce Cullinan Series II? It is not simply a luxury SUV. It is not simply a facelift. It is a continuation of a philosophy that began over a century ago. That true luxury is not about speed or power, but about effortless perfection. The Cullinan Series II represents the peak of automotive indulgence. It is for those who do not ask, how fast does it go? But instead ask, how does it make me feel? And the answer is simple. It makes you feel removed from the world, elevated above it, wrapped in silence, comfort, and absolute exclusivity. In a world where everything is becoming faster, louder, and more digital, the Rolls-Royce Cullinan Series II chooses to be the opposite. Slower, quieter, calmer, more deliberate. And that is why it remains unmatched. Because while others build SUVs, Rolls-Royce builds experiences. And the Cullinan Series II is not just the pinnacle of luxury SUVs. It is the definition of modern automotive serenity.